Welcome back to the Inequalities unit. Today we're going to be talking about solutions to inequalities. So let's get started with that by talking about what a solution is. So a solution is a value that makes an inequality true. So most equations that we've talked about in the past have one solution. So for example, x equals 3, it is the only solution, it is the only thing that will make that equation true. An inequality has multiple solutions. So for example, x is less than 3. That means that any number less than 3, 2, -5, -500, will make that inequality true. Now let's take a look at that in practice by talking about example A. Here we are in example A, and it says solve and circle all the values that make this inequality true. So the first thing we need to do is solve our inequality, and then we'll circle the solutions down at the bottom that are true answers. So we're going to start by drawing a wall down from our inequality symbol, and then we need to simplify by using the distributive property. So I'm going to distribute the -3 to the 2 and the -3 to the -14. -3 times 2 is going to be -6x. Negative times a positive is going to be a negative. -3 times -14 is going to be +42. Again, a negative times a negative is a positive in this case. Bring down our symbol. We didn't do anything with that. Bring down our 21. Now we need to get rid of our constant by subtracting 42 on both sides. Subtract 42 on both sides. These are going to cancel. Bring down -6x. 21 minus 42 is going to be -21. I didn't multiply or divide by a negative, so my sign is going to stay the same. And then my final step here is to divide both sides by -6. -6 and -6 are going to cancel. Bring down my x. Now I did multiply or divide by a negative here. I divided by -6, so my sign is going to flip. And -21 divided by -6 is either going to be the fraction 7/2, or it's going to be 3.5 as a decimal. You can use it in either method here. It might be easier to use it as the decimal, as we are going to be looking for solutions, but you could also use it as a fraction. So our inequality answer here is x is greater than or equal to 3.5. So now we need to go through and determine any number that's greater than or equal to 3.5 and see if that is a solution. So -8, is that greater? No. Is -5 greater than 3.5? No. Is 1 greater than 3.5? No. Is 3 greater than or equal to 3.5? No. Is 6? Yes, it is. 11 is also greater. 15 is greater. 22 is greater. And 40 is greater. So you can see we didn't have just one right answer there. We circled all the numbers that were greater than or equal to 3.5. Now let's take a look at example B. Here we are at example B, and it says solve and circle all the values that make this inequality true. So again, we're going to need to solve our inequality, and then down at the bottom, we're going to circle the ones that are going to be true. So we're going to start by drawing a wall down from our inequality symbol, and we don't have any simplification here. We don't have any variables on both, or we have variables on both sides, but we don't have any combined like terms, and we don't have any distributive property. So now we're going to move things to the other side. I'm going to choose to move the variables first. It doesn't matter which one you move, but I'm going to move the -4x by adding 4x to both sides. Again, you can move whichever thing you'd like to whichever side you'd like, but I'm going to move the 4x. These are going to cancel. -1 plus 4 is going to give me +3x. Bring down my +13 as I didn't do anything with that. I did not multiply or divide by a negative, so my sign stays the same. Bring down +7. The next step in my problem here is to get rid of the constant by subtracting 13 on both sides. +13 and -13 are going to cancel. Bring down my 3x. I did not multiply or divide by a negative, so my sign stays the same. 7 minus 13 is going to be -6. And the final step is to divide both sides by 3. 3 and 3 are going to cancel. X is going to be greater than -2. So our solution is x is greater than -2, so we need all the numbers that are greater than -2. Now down here at the bottom where it says solutions, all values must be a solution in the set. So these are sets of numbers grouped together, and -2 has to work for all of them. So for the first one, is -2 greater than -20? Yes. Is -2 greater than -18? Yes. Is -2 greater than -15? Yes. So this one, all of them work. So this is a solution set. The next problem, is -2 greater than -17? Yes. Is -2 greater than -4? Yes. But is -2 greater than 0? No. So this one does not work. -15, is -2 greater? Yes. Is it greater than -1? No. Is it greater than 6? No. So that does not work. And is it greater than 3? 7 or 10, no, those are all positive numbers. This is a negative number, so there is only one solution set that works. Now, were there other numbers that worked in other solution sets? Yes, but we need to make sure that we circle only sets where it meets all of them. All right, that brings us to the end of this problem. It also brings us to the end of this set of notes. If you like this video, go ahead and throw us a thumbs up. If you love this video, go ahead and throw us a sub, and we will catch you in the next one.